It is showtime. Hi, folks. How are you? Hope y'all are having a great Tuesday. Hold on. I'm trying to find my live here really quickly so I can get all the sprinkles out. There we go. I see me. Gonna get that out. Gonna switch back over here. And let's see here. There we go. All right. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful Tuesday. Hey, Dee. We don't need to hear that. We don't need to hear that. So my name's Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art, the Creative Course Collab, curator for the Creative Curiosities Paper Notions Pack, and a proud member of the Crafty Bunch. And so I love to teach art. I love all things art, from paper to painting, painting to paper, whatever you want to say, everything in between. Yesterday evening, we had a fun live in the Crafty Bunch little event with nature. And this is what I created. We stamped out our background, just some abstract background, using elements from my yard, mushrooms and leaves and little flowers. And then we found this girl in there and drew her in. And so just wanted to share that. You can go back and watch the process. There's actually an art form. Oh my, and I even wrote about it. Now I can't think of the name of it. That this is something, it's kind of like, you see an image in a cloud. It's kind of like that, but in art. It was in the surreal movement back in the 20s in Paris. It was very popular. Frottage. It's called frottage. I guess it's frottage. I don't know. Frottage. Anyway, so that's what we did yesterday. We got a little bit of a gleam in there. See that sheen from that mica spray? It's so fun. Anyway, so I thought it was fun. Just wanted to share that. This is 20 minutes of paint with me. And what is that? It's where we use the 100-hour rule, which states if you do something for 18 minutes a day, for 100 hours, you will be 95% better than anyone in your field. I say if we do something for 20 minutes a day, because it's an easy time number. I have my timer right here, which I am going to turn on. Yesterday, I forgot my timer, but we still did 20 minutes. And so I went by the clock. And so we're going to do 20 minutes a day, Monday through Friday, to become 95% better than when we started. So we're doing this whimsical little puppy and cat. Let me get us turned down so I can, whoops, not that one. So we can get started. How is everyone's Tuesday? Guys, light my comments up. I thought it was a little bit of a hot mess. I really thought for a minute there that I was going to have to abandon ship and go to plan B, which I had plan B waiting in the wings. It's still sitting here on my desk, which is for some ornaments I'm going to make. Anyway, let me put up some of this stuff that I have just thrown all over the place on my desk. And we're going to get started here. So I'm going to turn this down and get us started. Yesterday, I decided to make his eyes bigger to kind of match Yo-Yo's eyes. So we're going to go back to those eyes and we're going to fix them a little bit. I just kind of put in some circles of where I kind of wanted the eyes to be. But now we've got to do our structure and fix it. Oh, you're going to make a mess of my fingers, aren't you? Thank you very much, goopy goop. And so, fun and interesting. It's just something different. And if you've followed me for a long time, that is not something that I normally do. I struggle with abstract. I really do. It's not something that comes natural and easy for me. I have to like really just not think too hard, or I end up patterning something or making something, you know what I mean, out of what I'm seeing instead of just letting it evolve. So it is something I have to be very like thoughtful about and mindful of when I do it, because I struggle because I want to see something and have something to see in there. And so if I think too much on it, I end up messing it up. All right, we're going to come in with a little bit of brown here. Go back to those eyes and make those eyes a little bigger, but I don't want the white ring just completely around those eyes. Kind of like we don't have the white ring circling all the way around the cat's eyes. I don't want that circle of white all the way around his eyes either. So we're going to take out some of that. But okay. Now I think I will like that a whole lot better. He kind of looks a little better, right? So when you hop on, say hi. Tell me that you're here. It's so important to us, if you are watching us, that you comment, because you know, any platform, regardless of Facebook, YouTube, whatever, you there's like analysis done on the back end, and based on how they think somebody enjoyed the live. And they do that by looking at the comments, looking at the the impressions, like the likes, the loves, the, you know, the laughter, whatever the emojis. And so and they decide like how much to push you out. So when you have lives that don't have a lot of engagement, they don't push those out, so nobody sees them. So I know but that's just social media for you. They want the ones that people are engaging with, and I get it. So I would love if you would comment and talk to me and just let me know you're here and you are loving it. And plus, I want to be your friend. I want to get to know you. I want to talk to you. I want to be that place you come on, or at noon, at lunchtime, and just hang out to have fun, laugh a little bit, have a little bit of fun. I'll put just a little bit of brown. I want to darken him a little bit. You were skeptical at first, Diana. I was too, girlfriend. I was too. I was a little bit skeptical at first too. I was like, but we had to use something of nature. You know, that was the challenge, the natural. Oh, thank you, Cindy. That was the challenge, was to use something natural elements. And I'm like, oh, me. But I think in the end, we pulled it off. I was a little like, this is going to be a disaster. This was a spicy disaster. I'm just going to darken him. Yo-Yo is a lot darker. He also is a lot more gray, but I'm not going to pull the gray in because I want that contrast between the two. And so it's going to be a little different than Yo-Yo, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be. I just want to pull in a little darker just to give a little more representation of him. But I'm using the brown instead of the black to do that. And this is where, when you're painting, it doesn't matter. You just layer one on top of the other. You almost can't get it wrong. If anything, yesterday proved that you can't get it wrong. You just keep going. Okay. I'm liking that a whole lot better. And we're going to go back and we're going to work on his eyes just a little bit here. Ooh, this light today obviously is brighter or something. It is tearing my eyeballs up. But I'm hoping y'all can see. I've been, like trying to get it where this is brighter. For some reason, this camera wants to be a little darker in its filming, and I'm trying to brighten my table space up, but woof, that angle today is definitely on point. I don't know if it shifted a little bit. I mean, it's always bothered me since I kind of shifted it, but whoo, today it is lighting my eyeballs up, making me really squint. Okay, that sets those eyes a little bit more where the way I want them to be set. So this comes out, eyes push back a little bit. We've talked about how to make that happen by lightening and darkening. And so I don't want him to be a light face because he does not have any white on his face. But I do need to work in a little bit of lighter right in this area. So it's going to be a dark, 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 dark gray, whereas around his eyes is a little bit darker. But that will bring this out, and then I'm going to do a little bit more around that nose. Hey Kelly, how are you? Did you get your Michael's haul? What fun stuff? You'll have to share with me what fun stuff you got at Michael's. I always love the Michael's haul. The Michael's, the Hobby Lobbies, the Joann's, or anywhere else. I'm going to darken that just a little bit. He has a little bit of white right there, but it's not like the mustache that I had going. So we're just going to lighten that a little bit. There we go. Now I'm very happy with that. So you can see where we made those eyes bigger. We set those eyes back. We pulled out those cheeks a little bit, and then we pulled out that nose even a little bit further. You can see the layers in there just by using that lightness and darkness that we used. And so I'm going to use a little bit of white and cream because I didn't paint his feet. I didn't paint Yo-Yo's feet. I just realized when I was working on making him darker, I'm like, dang, I didn't even paint Yo-Yo's feet in there. He has no feet, guys. So I can't believe it's almost the end of September. I'm like, ooh, me. I got so much to do between now and Christmas. I'm trying to get my art ready to go out to Boar's Head for their winter wonder. And so I'm working on all my ornaments and all of that stuff now. I should have been working on it in July, but I just could not, for the life of me, bring myself to pull that out in July. I just couldn't. Got some gloss gel medium. I couldn't find anything that said glazing medium. I also got some good brushes that aren't my usual. So the glazing medium is over in the craft section. It's not in the art section. It's over. It's a Deco Art brand, and it's over where the Deco Art paints are. So did you look there? Now that gloss medium, gel medium is not the same thing as glazing medium. So be sure you test it if you're going to use it as glazing medium. It's awesome. Gloss medium, gel mediums are an awesome thing for if you want to. I use mine to glue things down with, like mixed media. That's how I use my they didn't have anything Deco Art. Yeah. If usually they have the Deco Art over in the craft section, the craft paints, where Folk Art and the Craft Smart, which is Michael's brand of paints, are. They usually have Deco Art. I'm surprised yours didn't. Give him some little white boots. And so yeah, I'm surprised your Michaels did not have that, because usually they do have it. Okay. Whoops. Oh, I'm liking these. I'm liking these pups. We may be finished with it today. I think we'll be finished with it today, and then we can start something new tomorrow. Thursday, I do have to be at work, so I will be live, but I will be live with you all. So come and join in on the comments, and we will work on whatever we start tomorrow. I'll bring a couple options. We can vote on them, unless somebody has like something they want to see. Last time I had a couple of things. I have to pull those out at the end. I'll pull those out. I think I still have them. I don't think I got rid of them. And we can see what we want to do with it. If we want to do one of those, or if I need to come with other options. Yeah, you can look over at Hobby Lobby and see if they have any. It's just awkward that it's just kind of not awkward. I guess that's not the right word. It's just kind of weird that they did not have something at Michael's, that they didn't have Deco Art. Usually they always have Deco Art. Now they may not have the glazing medium. They may have been out of that, but they usually always have Deco Art paints. So I don't know. That seemed a little. It's raining here today. How's y'all's weather where you're at? Kelly, what is this storm looking like for you? I think it's probably over east of you, isn't it? The storm that they're calling for? Or are you going to be impacted any with it? I mean, you might be impacted with rain and wind, but not like a direct. Hopefully not. Seems to be a pretty significant storm headed up the Gulf. But it sounded like it was more going to affect like Florida. Rain in there today too. Yeah. You were up and down all the aisles. I was like, I was up and down all the aisles. Yeah. I hear music coming from somewhere, and I mean, it's so unusual for me to hear music coming from my neighbors, but it has to be coming from my neighbors. It's just weird. I live too far away from anyone else for it to come from anywhere else. Unless there's somebody working. I can't imagine it's at the rain that anybody's working outside today. Kind of interesting. It's a vehicle. I just heard a door shut. So just heard a door shut. Stay east of us. I'm over walking the boardwalk lighthouse trail before any possible rain. First day off, and I have had that it didn't rain. Yeah, go walk that boardwalk. I would agree. And so enjoy the boardwalk while you can enjoy it. Boardwalks are fun. Now, does this boardwalk have like restaurants and things like that, or is it just truly like a boardwalk? Like, like our Virginia Beach, they have like a boardwalk, but it has like all kind of things on it. Okay, I'm liking this so much. I'm going to give another coat here. I want to darken this a little bit just to kind of match up to that a little bit. But we got to put the pupil in, so there's that. It's a nature walking path. Okay. Yeah, ours is not a nature walking path. It is like commercial boardwalk. It's along the beach. That's about as nature as it gets. Other than that, there's restaurants, there's entertainment, there's like, you probably been to Virginia Beach maybe when you were in Maryland. I don't know. Don't know if you would have ever gone to Virginia Beach or not. Just gonna put him in some pupils here. That makes sense. Now, he doesn't have cat pupils, okay? Because he's whimsical, okay? Obviously, cats don't have eyes like that. Hi, Linda. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, and you lived there as a kid. Okay, so you know the area. It's been a long time since I've been to Virginia Beach. But I've heard the boardwalk has gotten really nice. My family loves to go there because there's so much you can do on the boardwalk that is like free or really, really inexpensive. And so there's a lot of entertainment. All right, we got the pupils in. You can hardly see him on Kai because his eyeballs are so dark, but you can kind of see him a little bit. Mr. Virginia Beach. Well, I was just saying how, and we're going to go ahead and finish this up because we only have a little bit of stuff to do on it. And so we're going to just finish up what we have to do here because there's not a whole lot. I was just saying how they have like the boardwalk because Kelly was saying she lives in Mississippi and she was saying she was walking the boardwalk, and I was asking how it was like, was it like our boardwalk in Virginia Beach or was it more of a nature? And hers is more of a nature, whereas ours is more of a commercial. You can walk to the end of your street and be in Virginia Beach. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is cool. So you probably live at Virginia Beach in the summertime. Although maybe in the summertime it's too full of commercial or too full of like the visitors like me. Not that I go there. I haven't been in years. It's been a little while since I have been, but we'll give a little sparkle on that nose, a little sparkle in these eyes. Just a little bit. Now, these are going to dry back a little bit because underneath is wet also. So that's going to dry back a little bit, but we just want to put a little sparkle in those eyes. Just a little bit. A little sparkle on that nose. Just to make them fun. Give a little. Just a little bit. Just kind of where the hair is picking up a little bit of a light. Things like that just make a difference to your painting. And then we're going to go right over here and we're going to come over here and I'm going to reinforce that shepherd's hook on his tail. You know, border collies have that white tip on their tail, some a little more than others, but it's referred to in the border collie world as their shepherd's hook. And so it's when they're out in the field and they have that tail up, you can find them. You can see the shepherd's hook. And so that's what that is. Add a little bit to his tongue. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Dee. And so I think they're pretty much done. I mean, I don't know what else we could add to them. Maybe a little black on Yo-Yo just to do. I know one thing I want to add that we're going to add real quick. But you know, just like a little. And I don't want to add too much. Again, it's more just to kind of give an indication of some Kai, you really wouldn't see these much. But it's just to give a little, like, help you kind of find him in here. Just a little bit like that. It just adds a little bit of whimsy to him. Not a whole lot. But just a wee little bit. Not too much. But there we go. I think it just brings him out a little bit. And on Kai, you're not going to really see this too much because it's going to be Maybe you will a little bit where the white is. Just kind of like, again, it just adds a little bit of whimsy. Notice I'm not even caring how it's coming off. But you can kind of see it. I don't know if you can see it online or not. Probably not. But I'm kind of liking it in person. Maybe if I hold it up close, you can kind of see it maybe. But toenails, yeah, we kind of added in a few little toenails there, not much. And then we're gonna ground them. Else they're floating. So I'm a big grounder. I don't want to see my things like floating. And then that just pulls it all together. You just don't want it floating out in space. It doesn't matter whatever this is. It could be ground. It could be whatever, floor. It could be whatever. Just a little something there that they're sitting on. So that is it, guys. And we went a little bit over, but that's okay because I just wanted to finish it. And so sometimes you are at the point where you just have like 2 minutes to finish it, and that's all it takes. And so there we have our whimsical Kai and our whimsical Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo ain't quite the right color, but I like the different color combinations. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Now, just for an extra second, and if I can lay my hands right on them. Okay, these are the ones we did not vote on last time. Do we want to start one of these tomorrow? The boots. Now, these are pink, but I don't know that I would use pink, but I might. We had the boots. We have the mushroom. Or this mushroom. And so I would use elements from both of these to do my mushroom with. I love the little skirt on this mushroom, but I like this mushroom better. I like the background on this mushroom better than that mushroom. So I don't know. We would figure it out. But so mushroom or boots, or I can come with something else. Y'all tell me something else or mushroom or boots. And I will be prepared tomorrow at 12. Whoops, I just fell in on my paint. To start something new for 20 minutes. And I have just made it worse. So there you go. Got paint all over my glue bottle. I have to flop right down in my paint. Mushrooms are cute, but I also love the pink in the boots. I know, right? Okay, well, we'll just stick with those, and we can pick between those since people are loving mushrooms and they're loving the boots. So, and I think we already had one vote for the boot last time. So we will just stick with these two and decide tomorrow. I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. We will see you again tomorrow on Wednesday at noon. I will be live, so I will see you then. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.